So I get a lot of comments and messages of people getting kicked off of TeePublic, and I don't know exactly why they would get kicked off, but in this video, I'm gonna tell you the 5 don'ts to do on TeePublic. So don't do these things on TeePublic. Hopefully by not doing these things, you don't get kicked off. So it's kind of a double negative, but these are the things you shouldn't do on TeePublic. I'm gonna go over them and hopefully help you save your account. So let's get into TeePublic right now and I'll show you exactly what I mean. All right, so here we are on teepublic.com. I didn't explain what TeePublic is. If you're not familiar with TeePublic, it's a print-on-demand site that you can share and sell your designs on here. So all these people on here are different creators. They sell their designs. This is a marketplace, a lot like Redbubble and Etsy and things like that. The difference is all you need to do is put your designs on here and they will print it and they will ship it and they will do everything. So really good site. One of the best ones in my opinion, next to Amazon. It doesn't quite compete with Amazon, but if you can't get into Amazon and you're looking for a simple print-on-demand site that will get you sales, TeePublic definitely will get you sales. I've shared my sales before. I get way more sales on TeePublic than I do Redbubble for the same amount of designs. So really good. If you watch my Design with Detour, you notice that too. So TeePublic, one of the things that I would say is a big don't is to not copycat designs. And you see it all over on every site. In fact, if we go here to bestsellers, and I'll just pick this one for example, and we typed in all these flavors. Now notice this is Shady Folk that does this. So this probably is most likely the original person that did this. But I'm just gonna type all these flavors just to show you how copycats think. Flavors. Okay. Now that was not the same person, but it looks exactly the same as Shady Folk. So I don't know who did it first, but we got some ones that look almost exactly alike here, and look at that, flooding it. I would say not to do this. This person probably will get kicked off eventually and then wonder why they're getting kicked off of TeePublic, and it's because you're copying one of the bestsellers exactly. Look at that. So it happens all the time. Like we can go back on here, not to say that you should do this, you should not do that. Just because you see other people do it doesn't mean you should do it. So I'm going to click this one right here. I saw that Jesus meme. We're just going to type Jesus meme here and let's take a look. I saw that. These two kind of look alike. This looks very familiar. There's another, I saw that, and so on. So yeah, let's just to prove a point that let's do this one. These probably, you know, might be a little harder. They don't copy everything now. Copycats don't copy everything, but they love to go to the bestsellers and just copy things here. Kyoto. There we go. Exactly the same. Almost exactly the same here. I probably should do Kyoto City because that's what it was called. And then we'll see more here and here and here. So don't do this. A lot of people are doing it and getting away with it, but it is a really good way to get yourself kicked off a TeePublic, because what would happen is this person's going to report this person, whoever's the main one, they'll find it, report you, you get a strike against your account and get kicked off, right? So it's only a matter of time before these people who are copycats, now I don't know who did it first, but the copycats will get removed and then wonder why they're not on TeePublic making sales anymore. Okay, reason number 2 I think you could get kicked off is by creating copyrighted design. So let me show you what I mean. There's lots of them out there and there's lots on here still, but those people may get kicked off as well. So let's just do football is a big one right now. And right, Washington Redskins, if you didn't have the rights to do this, don't put it on here. Don't put on your Washington Redskins or Kansas City Chiefs, even though AI made it. Like that could get taken down. San Francisco, that's like a full helmet here. So yeah, I wouldn't try and do these. Looks exactly like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now I don't know if they have rights to it, but if you don't have rights to these, like you could get taken down and so on. So NFL teams, football teams is one thing. Of course, soccer, baseball, all the sports teams. You could also have movies, like you don't have the rights to Ghostbusters, the official logo. Marvel is another big one that you might want to do. And no, you shouldn't be doing a lot of these, right? You don't have access to Juggernaut. Now there is a fan art thing, and I'll show you how to find that. So if we go to down here and you do facts, FAQs, and we go to design, and I'm sure if we, their fan art program, good. So there are some things that you can do, and there are some brand partnerships. Now you can slow down this video if I went too fast, but here are the ones that you can do according to TeePublic. So like there are some movies, but not all the movies. Just because they do some of these, you can't, doesn't mean you can do any movie that you want. And there are some TV shows and things like that. So there are some things that you can do. Make sure you read all of this fan art program. But if you're doing these and then wonder why you're getting kicked off of TeePublic, this could be the reason. It's because you're doing copyrighted material that shouldn't be done on TeePublic, shouldn't be sold. I know you see it on here, but that doesn't give you the right to do it. Sometimes things slip by, and you know, it's not best practice to just do what everybody else is doing to get it. So, all right, the next one I think could hurt your account, could get you kicked off, is by using AI in a wrong way. So I use AI. I've shown people that I use AI. But let me go to ChatGPT and I'll show you what I mean. So here's ChatGPT, if you have this, or any AI, doesn't matter. And I made one here. I'm like, ooh, let me have ChatGPT do a funny capybara design for a t-shirt. And it does it all, and it makes a cool design. Now, if I just took this and I downloaded it and just put it on a shirt really quick, in this square like this, with this tile thing on there, it may be okay. But if you do it so many times, like TeePublic can tell that you're just cranking out AI designs without even thinking about what goes on here. Now, this is actually a pretty cool design, but there are some designs that probably wouldn't be great on a t-shirt, but you're just putting it in a square and throwing it up on t-shirts so that you can have your 100 designs. No, that's not what TeePublic wants. TeePublic doesn't want you mass spamming their site and creating tons and tons of designs that nobody wants to buy, right? Well, somebody may want to buy this, but there are some designs out there where you're just creating designs and it doesn't look great, and it doesn't look great on a t-shirt, but you're putting it on there anyway because you just want lots of designs on there. Think about the customer when you're creating the design. You may, in this case, I would probably come and knock this out, and it already has the word, so this one actually is pretty cool, but I wouldn't want a shirt with a block and then a tile and then all of that, right? So think about what people would want on a t-shirt and stop just using AI or quick designs just to get your lots of designs on there, because it's not about how many designs you have on TeePublic. It's about the quality of the designs. Is it something that people actually want to buy? And that's what TeePublic wants too. They want to get sales. They want people to find stuff that are good. They don't want just a whole bunch of bad designs. So be careful with AI. AI can help, but it's not made to mass spam, mass produce tons and tons of designs that nobody wants to buy. Now, the next thing, I think number 4, what I think people might be getting kicked off for is doing scale designs. It's kind of the same idea of just mass producing lots of designs. And I'll show you an example by going down here again to facts, so FAQs. You can check all these out, by the way, FAQs here. And I'm gonna go back to design. So I'm here, and then I'm gonna go, what are account categories? You may have heard of this, artisan account and apprentice account. I talked about that in another video, but I'm going to show you the difference, why they're talking about apprentice accounts here. This is a good example of what scale designs are. So you can see here, they're using the same exact graphic and just doing grandpa and grandpa bear here, grandpa bear. Like, they're mass producing the same kind of thing. So they're doing kind of scale designs. Now, if you just did this and just replace grandpa with grandma and auntie and uncle and all that, and just keep posting and posting, again, you're still posting massive amount of designs that probably nobody wants to buy because they're just the same things over and over again. So these are scale designs by taking one thing or one phrase and then just changing out a simple thing, either a graphic or a text. And TeePublic does not like that. They do not like that. They consider this spamming their page. And when you go to your storefront, it's gonna look really bad too. So when people come on here and they just see a whole bunch of bears that look exactly the same with just one word change, that doesn't look professional either. So just help yourself out and not do these things. Pick one. Pick one of these that you like the best, maybe this one, and then don't do another version of this bear with the plaid and another word. Try something else out and not do Grandpa Bear. Do something totally different. Now, you can still do, you know, outdoorsy cabin kind of feature things if you want to have kind of the same niche and everything. But don't do the same exact design and just change the word, or have the same word and just change the graphic. That's kind of spamming the account too. So think about different things. Make your store have designs that people actually want to buy. So don't try and mass produce tons of designs and just to get thousands of designs. It is a numbers game, yes, but it's not a numbers game with just the same designs over and over, especially on TeePublic. They don't like that. So lastly, to kind of cover everything, I'm gonna go back again to the FAQs. Now this is your friend. You can come on here and find a lot of things on here on the do not list and what to do and what not to do. I'm gonna go to FAQs, designed again, and I'm gonna scroll down to legal. So I'm gonna see all 11 articles. Are there any legal guides? No, that one, this one. Yes. Are there any other content restrictions? This is a good one too, legal guidelines, but we kind of talked about that with the copyright and the trademarks and things. But this one right here is my final. So don't do any content restrictions. This probably is the biggest thing that will get you kicked off because they're saying it right here. The other ones were kind of guesses from me, but this is actually written out. So this covers, I'm not gonna read it all, but sexual content, hate speech, racism, violence, defamation, or libel. Yeah, don't read this very carefully. It's right here in all these articles. In fact, I would say read all of these, but I wanted to point out this. These are content restrictions on your designs. If you have any of these things, not only will your design be taken off, there's most likely your whole shop will be taken down. So do yourself a service, read, make sure that you know all about these things, and don't design for that. And I think you'll be safe. So those are the 5 that I think could get your account taken down or at least in danger. So don't do any of these. I'll put the list right here so you can see it. But if you didn't do any of these designs, these things, and your account still is getting taken down, I would write TeePublic and try and figure out what it is. But it's most likely one of these things. So take a look and make sure you didn't do any of these. So like I said, I love TeePublic. You just got to follow the rules, and I think it's a great way to get some sales. I've been getting a lot of sales this Q4, so this is awesome. I'll be sharing more of what I made with TeePublic at the end of the year. And if you're following my designs, Design with Detour Designs and updates, you can see the latest one of these videos right here where I'm 9 months in. I'm doing this for the whole year, so you'll see another one next month as well. But TeePublic has been selling a pretty good amount with just the new designs that I've done in 2024. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully this helps. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.